For this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can make a planting map quickly in Illustrator, which will help you a lot when you need to make the list at the end to know the amounts and how much it's going to cost and stuff like that. And I'll also show you how to get files from Autocad into the GIS software. So first of all, make sure that your units again are set on unit list. You can make a template, of course, but for now I'm just going to do it this way, just so that you don't forget it every time. Let's make a radius of 6 meters for our tree. We're going to select it, hit M to move, then use the center point, and when you hit hashtag you're working with absolute coordinates, so 0, 0, 0. And now it's set here in the middle. You select the circle, you hit B edit, as in block edit. You're going to edit your current drawing, and you're going to add an attribute. Just as you have attributes in the GIS software, you can have them here. I'm not sure how I can get also the attributes in, but that's for later. So we're going to make an invisible tag at first, or a visible tag at first, and we're going to call this a code. So plant code, and it's going to prompt to us plant code. And you can set in the text height that you want. Let's say we want 2 millimeters. So we're going to specify it on the screen, and the plant code is going to come somewhere here. We're going to make a new attribute. Let's say we call this lat name, as in Latin name. These ones are going to be invisible, so you can paste them somewhere here. And well, maybe you also want to know the size. You can put in the common name also as a tag, or the size, the distance for planting, stuff like that. But for now we're going to do planting size. So the prompt is going to be planting size. And we might also want to add, let me see, attributes definition, price. That might be interesting. Price. You can make this list as long as you want. So we're going to close the block editor. We're going to save the changes to current drawing. We're going to save this drawing in a place that you will always find it, and we're going to call this tree block. Let's just save it in an older file. Might be if you need to use an older version of Autocad. So this is saved, and I already showed it in the last tutorial, but I'm going to show it again. And a new drawing, units, put it on unit list, yes, continue, xref, we're going to add an xref drawing, and I hope, yes, so we got Utrecht, and the block unit is unitless. We do not want to specify it, so we hit zoom, extend, and here we are again. So we got our drawing in an xref. And a good thing to note when you're making these blocks, make them in layer 0, because then that's where you make your blocks always. Just when you make blocks, make them in layer 0. The same goes for SketchUp, always draw in layer 0 and then make groups and other layers. So we're going to make a new layer here. And we want to see only all non-xref layers. So we're going to call this layer, what are we going to plant? Cherries. So this is going to be greenness. Let's see, I'm going to give this a code of G for green, and it's going to be greenness, and GT for trees, greenness. So, and we're going to give this a color of, oh, I clicked it, print. It's not, I want it like this. So make that the current layer. And then we're going to our tree block. That's this one. And we're going to add it somewhere. let's add them over here. So it asks us for the plant code, and we're going to make a cherry tree, so we're going to give this PUA, and that stands for Pinus avium. The planting size is going to be 12 to 14 centimeters, and the price is 154 euros and 99 cents. You copy this one where you want to plant it. We're going to make a nice planting plan all over here, and some on the buildings because that's very cool, and like this, and you hit enter. Then we're going to add another tree, a new layer, and this layer is going to be GT oak. So these are going to be oaks. You can give them another color if you want. And make the current layer. And again, this tree block. Add, so plant code, because it's an oak, it's going to be QR. Crashcourse Qgis. Planting size, it's going to be 10 to 12, and the price is going to be a lot less. It's going to be 19 euros and 45 cents. And we can copy this one also as much as we want, and we're going to plant it over here somewhere, maybe some in the water. So save this file before you do anything else. So we're going to call this planting plan, and now we're going to insert, extract data. For now we're only going to extract the data for a planting list. So GIS tutorial here, and we're going to call this planting list. Next. So we've got all these things, and we only want to see the display blocks only, and only display blocks with attributes. So next, we do not want a 3D visualization. We want the attribute. We do not want the drawing, geometry, or the miscellaneous. When you hit next, it's going to go and up. I did exactly 17 of the cherries and 17 of the oaks. Fine. Show the name column, show the column count. You can combine the rows or you won't. It's up to you. Next, output data to a XLS, so that's a Excel file. Planting plan. Okay, hit next, hit finish, and export it. I just want to show you real quick. If you click one of these blocks, you will see that it has all those attributes over here. But now we just made an Excel sheet, and if we open that Excel sheet, you can see the count, the name, the Latin name, the plant code, the planting size, and the price. If we would want here a total price, the only thing that you do is sum this times this and hit enter. That's how you can make a list with price and everything, and size and all the names. And you can put flowering colors, the time that it flowers, the things that it needs for a certain soil, how much to water it, how much to maintain the tree every 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, however you would like. So that's how you quickly make a list. Now I'm going to show you how to get this plan into GIS. So we're going to save it as AutoCAD 2013, and yes, and then we're going to our GIS software, and we're going to import layers, and we're going to create a target package. This is where you're going to save the file. I already did it a few times, it did not go well, so the trees, save. Our source drawing is our AutoCAD drawing, So that's tree block, no, planting plan. And I need to do this again because I want this to be checked in when I do the import. So I'm going to import again, planting plan, importing drawing, one entity processed, and it's expanding the block references. And now I can turn this one off, deselect all, maybe select only these layers and maybe also layer 0, I'm not sure. And we're going to give the group a name. It will show up in a layer panel. So we're going to call this trees from CAD. And it's all the way down here probably. Yes, it is. And we're going to move it all the way up, so we can see them. There they are. They have different colors because they were on different layers. And let me quickly check. So these are the insertion points and these are the lines. So turn this one off. Now if you check the attributes panel of the table, you can see the layer name, but you do not see all the attributes that we had. There is a way to do this, and it's to find like the FID or something like it when you're exporting the Excel file, as we did last time. So extract data. Let's just use this quickly. Next. And there is some data perhaps in circle or where it's located. So maybe if we just have tree block and do next, let me see, in geometry maybe, view like the center X and center Y. If you export all this and you combine it with where it's located in the GIS software, you can in Excel just throw all that data together and you will get a new table here in the back with the plant name and with the price and the size and everything like that. But that's for yourself to figure out how to do it. I'm not sure how to do it myself, but it's possible. So that's how you get it in Autocad. That's how you make a plant list. And I will make future tutorials, not sure about what yet. But I hope you learned a lot, and maybe till next time.